crying in front of Allah. The Prophet ﷺ, when he would be asleep, but he would rise, because for a prophet the sleep does not break his wudu. But Mirza Qadiani, his own words, as they say in English, from the horse's mouth, but in his case from the donkey's mouth. And Basa Awqat, page 471, Basa Awqat, so dafa raat ya din mein peshab aata hai. 100 times a day or at night. कोई ऐसा नबी गुजरा है जिसको 100 दफा पेशाब आता हो. 100 times a day is having to run to the toilet. He made such a fool out of the Qadi. This is, I was saying, volume 6, in which he says, when he organized the jalsa, and then realized that he's not doing them any good. He goes, खास जलसे के दिनों में बाज की शिकायत सुनी गई है कि वो अपने बाज भाइयों की बदखोई से शाकी हैं, और बाज इस मजमा कसीर में अपने अपने आराम के लिए दूसरे लोगों से कुछ खुल्की जाहिर करते हैं, गोया वो मजमा इनके लिए मुजबे इब्तला हो गया है. और कोई उम्दा, लिसन टू दिस, कोई बहुत उम्दा और नेक असरात इस जमात के बाद, अब तक इस जमात के बाद लोगों में जाहिर नहीं हुआ. They had been with him 14 years, for God's sake. 14 साल के बाद भी मिर्जा खुद कहता है कि अब तक कोई नेक असर इन लोगों में जाहिर नहीं हुआ. And then he goes on to say, sometimes बाज गुफ्तगू बाज मेहमानों में बायम होती है कि जैसे रेल में बैठने वाले तंगी मकान की वजह से एक दूसरे से लड़ते हैं, और अगर कोई बेचारा ऐन रेल चलने के करीब अपनी गठड़ी के समेत मारे अंदेशे के दौड़ता दौड़ता उनके पास पहुंच जाए तो उसको धक्के देते और दरवाजा बंद कर लेते हैं. सहाबा रिज़वानुल्लाह अलैहिम अजमईन, अल्लाह सेज़ वयुसिरून अला अनफुसिहिम वलौ काना बिहिम खसासा. They give preference to others although they are themselves in need. But these people can accommodate him, but they don't. And then he goes on to say कि Hazrat Maulvi Nuruddin Sahab, who went on to become his first successor, and he says, Hakim Nuruddin Sahab सल्लल्लाहु ताला बारहा मुझसे ये तज़किरा कर चुके हैं कि हमारी जमात के अक्सर लोगों ने अब तक कोई खास अहलियत और तहजीब और पाक दिली और परहेजगारी और लिल्लाही मोहब्बत बायम पैदा नहीं की. For they've been with you 14 years, and he's confessing that his majority of his disciples have got no goodness whatsoever in them. तो जब वो खुद, when he was present himself and nobody, it didn't do him any good, तो अब तो उसको 100 साल मरे भी जहन्नम पहुंचे भी हो गए, तो अब किसी कादियानी को क्या फायदा होगा? So what goodness is any Qadiani going to gain from Mirza Qadiani when even when he was alive it didn't do anybody any good? And then he goes on to say, that when people come, बाज में ऐसी बेतहजीबी है कि अगर एक भाई जिद से उसकी चारपाई पर बैठा है तो वो सख्ती से उसको उठाना चाहता है, और अगर नहीं उठता तो चारपाई को उल्टा देता है. They're sitting on like a bed, and there is space, they can accommodate him, but when someone comes to sit there, instead of moving up and giving him space, what they do, they pick it up and they topple it upside down so he doesn't sit. और अगर नहीं उठता तो चारपाई को उल्टा देता है और उसको नीचे गिरा देता है. फिर दूसरा भी फर्क नहीं करता और उसको गंदी गालियां देता है. हजरत साहब के सामने उसको गंदी गालियां देता है और तमाम बुखारात निकालता है. ये हालात हैं जो इस मजमे में मैं मुशाहदा करता हूं. तब दिल कबाब होता है और जलता है, और बेइख्तियार दिल में ये ख्वाहिश पैदा होती है कि अगर मैं दरिंदों में हूं, कि अगर मैं दरिंदों में रहूं तो इन बनी आदम से अच्छा है. These are Qadiani who were around with them. He said, if I was in animals, I would be better off than to being with you. So this is what he considers. People who accept him as being a prophet or anything, in his own eyes, they are worse than animals. So when he thought they were worse than animals, unko ullu bana raha na, he's making a fool out of them. So what good is going to do anybody here anyway? Anyway, he went on to say, in volume 5, he says, there is no better way to judge me than by my prophecies. All the prophecies I've made, volume 5, page 288. He goes, बद ख्याल लोगों को वाज़े हो कि हमारा सिदक या किस्ब जांचने के लिए हमारी पेशगोई से बढ़कर और कोई मुहिक इम्तिहान नहीं हो सकता. The best way to judge me, he said, is to look at my prophecies. All the prophecies I've made. You know what a prophecy means? पेशगोई. कि सबसे बेहतर तरीका क्या है? पेशगोई. What he said will happen, and let it happen. And then he went on to say in volume 17, if a person makes a prophecy and then that prophecy doesn't come true, there is no bigger disgrace. किसी इंसान का on page 382 volume 15, किसी इंसान का अपनी पेशगोई में झूठा निकलना खुद तमाम रुसवाइयों से बढ़कर रुसवाई है. किसी इंसान का, he makes a prophecy and the prophecy doesn't come true. The Prophet ﷺ made many prophecies and every one of them came true, and anything which hasn't come true yet, hasn't materialized, day of Qiyamah will not come until every word the Prophet ﷺ has spoken will come true. And Mirza Qadiani says if a person makes a prophecy and it doesn't come true, there is no bigger shame, no bigger disgrace, no bigger humiliation than for a person to make a prophecy and for that prophecy not to come true. In volume 1, Mirza wrote, there is a verse in the Quran in which he says that هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله وكفى بالله شهيدا. This verse comes in 3 places in the Quran. Surah Tawbah, Surah Fatah, and Surah Saf. Allah is the Lord who sent His Prophet with guidance and the true deen, so that the deen can prevail over all other religions. So that the deen can prevail over all other religions. And Mirza Qadiani in volume 1, the first book he wrote, on page 593, under this tafsir of this ayat, he says, our ulama have explained that Allah sent the Prophet ﷺ with hidayat and true deen to make Islam prevail, dominate all other religions. And it happened in 3 phases. First phase was a phase of logic and reasoning. The Prophet ﷺ would talk to people and convince them about Allah, about Islam, about himself, about Akhirat, and people will have no doubt. The second phase was military and worldly power. That materialized in the time of Umar radiallahu ta'ala and Khulfa Rashideen. Romans and Persians were defeated, and Islamic state and Islamic empire and Khilafat was supreme over all other powers in the world. Romans had been defeated, Persians had been defeated, nobody could face up to the Muslims. Then there remained a third phase, total domination of Islam throughout the world. And the ulama have explained that this will occur and materialize upon the return of Isa alayhi salatu wasalam before the end of time. And Mirza Qadiani confessed that himself. And on page 593 of volume 1, when he had a bit of sense in him still, he wrote, هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله. ये आयत जिस्मानी और सियासती मिल्की के तौर पर हजरत मसीह के हक में पेश गोई है, और जिस गलबा कामिला दीन इस्लाम का वादा दिया गया है वो गलबा मसीह के जरिए से ज़हूर में आएगा. और जब हजरत मसीह अलैहिस्सलाम दोबारा इस दुनिया में तशरीफ लाएंगे तो उनके हाथ से दीन इस्लाम जमी आफाक और अख्तार में फैल जाएगा. When Isa alayhi salam will come, Islam will spread in all directions, in all horizons, all over the world upon the return of Isa alayhi salatu wassalam. And then on page 597 he went on to say कि खुदावंद करीम ने जो असबाब और वसाइल और इशात दीन के लिए और दलाइल और बराहीन इत्माम हुज्जत के महज अपने फजल और करम से इस आजिज को अता फरमाए हैं, वो उम्म साबका में से आज तक किसी को अता नहीं फरमाए. और जो कुछ इस बारे में तौफीकात गैबिया इस आजिज को दी गई हैं उनमें से किसी को नहीं दी गई. Because in order to establish Islam and make Islam spread all over the world, the facilities, provisions, logic, reasoning, resources, whatever was needed in order to establish Islam all over the world, he says, I have been given them and no one has been given them like me before. And you've just heard he said he's also been given a share in the personality of all the prophets. And many of the prophets have expressed a desire even to see him. And in volume 17, page 434, Mirza Qadiani has written himself that when a person is divinely inspired, chosen by Allah, the first condition, पहली शर्त मामूरीन की क्या होती है